Before we hop into the video, 72.7% of people who watch my videos are not subscribed, so if you guys do enjoy it, please leave me with a cheeky sub. I would truly appreciate it. It's free, and you can always change your mind in the future if you do not enjoy the channel anymore. I make story videos, I stream, and I stay up to date with the most recent information about DayZ. Also, if you guys are looking for people to play with, finding good servers to play on, or even want to venture out to other content creators, join up my Discord as I have tabs for all of those categories. The link will be in the description, but without further ado, let's hop into the video. So as the title says, this video will be about the top 3 best base locations for solo players. We're just gonna dive right into it. The first base location will be the small barn base. The reason why this base location would be good is because there's only 2 entrances. One of the entrances you can build a watchtower, and in some servers people cannot raid watchtowers, so then that'll only leave 1 entrance depending on which server you are playing on. What I would also do, I would build another gate right here with the wall on top of it, just to have a little air block going in, and then you can also build another wall on top of this gate right here so nobody can actually boost into that. But you do want to have a gate right here and a gate right here with walls on top of both of those gates. I would also recommend building, little walls right here, double walls I should say, and gates. Maybe even do like 2 back to back. Have this be a little loot room over here, and have it be the same situation over here. Have a little bit of a loot room, just so it can be a little bit harder to get to your loot if somebody were to raid you. Clearly, you would also want to build off this watchtower right here. Go ahead and get that completed. I mean, if you finish it off, it would be so much harder to raid this side of the base. What I would also recommend is putting walls surrounding this entire watchtower, just so it'd be a little bit harder to actually be able to get through this side. Maybe even put like a gate right here as well. I can't put gates on the offline mode inside of this barn base, unfortunately, but that's what I would honestly do, just to make it a little bit harder. I mean, the key to this base is that you have as many airlocks possible to get to your loot, to get inside of your main base in the core of your base, just so it can take as many raid tools and all that good stuff. But for the most part, this is a pretty good solo base. Let's hop into the next base area. So the next base location is probably one of my favorite base locations ever in DayZ, and this one could go for solo, duo, or squads in my opinion, and that's going to be the piano building. So the reason why this base would be so good is that you could have literally so many airlocks. I mean, you can have an airlock in this doorway, you can have an airlock in this doorway, you can also have an airlock in this doorway. I would also recommend putting a watchtower in front of one of these doorways, so it would be much harder to actually get into one of the sides. It doesn't really matter which doorway that you put it in, but definitely put a watchtower in front of one of the doorways. I mean, if you're playing vanilla and if you're playing console, whatever the case is, you can't put a watchtower on this ledge, so you wouldn't be able to put the watchtower in this area right here. It would have to be coming out this way past this ledge right here. Let me actually show you. And I'm on offline mode, so I am playing vanilla, but considering that I'm on offline mode, I would not be able to put a watchtower right here. But if you come out here, you could put a watchtower right here. So it probably won't work for vanilla people, but if you are playing modded servers, you could definitely put a watchtower in this area. I don't know, maybe you can get off with this one. Maybe it would be kind of hard to actually get through that if you put it on a ledge on this side. I would definitely play around with it, try to get a watchtower in front of one of these doors, just so it could be a little bit more difficult to get inside the base. Another reason why this base is so good, despite the fact that you can have so many airlocks in just this front area, despite the fact that you can literally put a gate right here and make another air block going up these stairs, but you have this entire room to put air blocks, to put gates, to put double walls, like whatever it is, to literally make it impossible, almost impossible, to have this base get raided. If you fill this entire room up with gates and air blocks, it would take so much, it would cost so much in raiding tools, so much C4, so many raiding tools in general, just to get to this back room, which this back room would be your main loot. Not only that, you can put a gate in front of this little gap right here and have your most expensive loot in this back wall. That could literally save you if you put an additional gate on this back wall. I mean, clearly you would have to, you know, block off the windows right here, no problem, but this is one of the best bases out there that you could actually have. But without further ado, let's go ahead and hop into the next base location. The final base location is probably my least favorite in my opinion, but it is pretty common and good for airlocks as well, which is going to be the double green building. So I'm not going to do too much building on this base location. I'm just going to explain what I think you should do. So basically have a door or a gate in front right here, but I would definitely have a couple of air blocks down in that little area to be able to get to the stairs, and make sure that you're double walling your gates so it's harder to actually get to the stairs, so people can't actually boost over those. Have you a cheeky gate right here and a couple of air blocks, and have you a cheeky gate right here with a couple of air blocks. This is a pretty good base location. It really isn't the best, but for solo, I mean, you can do some things and make it a little bit hard to raid with this base location right here. But yeah, dude, I would definitely give this building an opportunity as well, just because you can have so many opportunities with air blocks in this location. That's going to wrap it up for this video, guys. Hopefully this video helps and you get a good base up that doesn't get raided so quickly. I will be posting videos about the best duo base locations and the best squad base locations in the future. Other than that, I'll catch you guys in the next topic, guide, and story video. Don't forget to check out the streams, and I hope you all have a good one. Peace.